Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Happy Monday, you guys. Today is Monday, January 9th, 2023. I am Angela with Happy Little Stitch Shop. And today we are here for our Flosstube Live. How are you guys? How was your weekend? How is your January going so far? How is your new year going? How are things? How's everybody doing? Please tell me. And the question for today, because you guys, I'm serious. I posted this on, I'm serious. I posted this on Facebook in our Facebook group and asked for your top like 2 to 3 series that you would love to do as a stitch along in 2023, because I would like to get more stuff scheduled out there. And I got 2 answers. 2 answers. That's it. And so please, the question for today, leave a comment after this video is done and let me know what stitch alongs you would like to do in 2023 with Happy Little Stitch Shop, because I want to get some of that stuff scheduled out there and I would really love your input. I would really love your input. So let us see who is here. Hello, Sharon. Hello, Pam. Hello, Sandy. Hello, Tammy S. Hello. I know, sun finally, right? Hello, Jen. I got your message and I just literally found the paper that I had been looking for in order to be able to have a conversation with you. And so that can happen now that I found this paper with all of my notes on it. So I was like, where did it go? It was mixed in with this plethora of cross stitch patterns that I'm going to share with you guys today. You guys, there are some good ones in there. So you are going to want to stay tuned. Sharon says it's 65 here. Tomorrow we are supposed to be up to 82. Sally Quilt. Hello, 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 Vicky. So happy you are here. Hello, Judy. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Sally Quilt. Tara, hello, hello. Hello, Ruth P. Hello, Debbie, Lisa. Tara just finished the center of the World of Lori. Oh, was it fun? Super fun, she says, to put together the World of Lori Holt quilt. Sandy, the weather is so crazy. I think we're evolving into ducks. Oh, no. Hello, Huckleberry. How are you, my friend? Hello, Sherry. Hello, Sally Quilt. Hello, Alice. Hello, Mary Jo. Oh, no, do you hear an echo? Is there an echo? I don't know what I can do about that. Love the quote behind you. What is pattern? Thank you. You guys, I made some progress. So the exciting thing about this is that I made some progress on my sewing room this weekend. And I am ecstatic about it, because before you literally, like, even though I've been doing live streams in here, the whole thing was in boxes. And so you would walk in the door and you would have to like scooch around boxes because there were boxes everywhere in here. And I was getting so frustrated because some of the stuff was kind of heavy. And so I couldn't do it all by myself. And so, but it was hard to find time when I could have someone available to help me. So finally, so I was getting a little, I was feeling deprived of my happy time. And then I don't know what kind of angry word that would be, like sangry. I was deprived of my sewing time and it was making me sangry. And so it was making me so angry. And so I said to my husband, I just need to have that be a functional space again. Oh my gosh. Like my sewing machine wasn't up, like nothing was up. It is now functional. And I'm like, I wasn't sure how everything was going to fit in here. We were still like debating, do we need to put one of the boys in here because they're really cramped in their room? And how's all that going to work? And I think that's going to work out. And if I wouldn't have been able to have this room, then I wouldn't have been able to have like a defined sewing space. I would have just had to be taking stuff out and putting it away all the time. And so I was really like hoping that it was going to work out for me to have this space. And so we finally got it to a place where it's functional. And so I am so happy. I'm going to be in here sewing this week. I have it on my planner to get in here and get some sewing done this week. And so I'm like, I feel a little bit at peace with the world again. So it's fabulous. I'm very happy about it. So thank you. So this is called, what is this called? What's it called? Anybody out there did this with me? We did this as a sew along, and I think it was called Snowed In. So the fabric collection is Snowed In by Heather Peterson, one of my favorite winter fabric collections. I love, love, love it. And so I had to make a quilt out of it because I loved it so much. And this was a quilt that she had designed, Heather Peterson had, and I think it's called this. Hold on. What's it called? Let me look. Let me look and see if I can find it. We did this. I can't remember. I still have a lot of the Snowed In fabric in the shop because I ordered so much of it and I love it. Anytime somebody orders it, I'm like, oh, yay, Let It Snow. So this is called Let It Snow. The Let It Snow quilt pattern. So thank you. I figured, winter, it's wintry. I had my vintage Christmas kit quilt up before we moved for Christmas time. And then I wanted to put this one up for winter. And then I will find another one to put up at some point. So thank you. Thank you. Love your new background, says Nancy. Thank you. Hello, Valeria. You're visiting Nancy. Hello, Nancy. I'm so glad that you're away from boxes for a while. That's not fun. It's not fun. Debbie, thank you. Hello, Catherine. Valeria, give us a super chat. Thank you so much, Valeria. You are so sweet. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Sally Quilt, going so well so far this year. I have stitched at least some every day. Forward progress. That is my goal too. Even if it's just for an hour, I'm trying to stitch every day. And I even have taken it so far that I write it down in my planner what I'm going to stitch each day. So then I don't have to think about it, because when I have time to sit down, I don't want to be like, oh, what do I want to stitch? What am I going to work on? I just want it all figured out. So then when I can actually sit down and stitch, I can just sit down and stitch and not have to think about anything. So good for you, Sally Quilt. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. So then I will have more progress to share with you guys. So I'm excited, and just make more progress in general. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Gayleen. I just shipped some goodies to you today. Hello, Sharon. Hello, Kara. Hello, Jan. Hello, Sue. Sue has been such a sweetheart. Oh my goodness, she's been dyeing fabric for us, you guys, for our well, I'm going to share it with you guys today. All the stitch alongs that we're in the middle of. She's dyeing fabric for us for our Snowman Collector Series stitch along. And she has been just so awesome. So incredibly awesome. So I'm excited to get to see the fabric. I can't wait. Hello, Elaine. Hello, Carrie. OMG, we are drowning in much needed rain in the Bay Area. Local reservoirs are at their max. Need a few days to dry out. Holy cow. I hope everybody stays safe. Hello, April. Sally Quilt, no echo. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. Sherry says, the Friday sale was brilliant. Very exciting addition. Are you excited about it? Because I was kind of excited about it just because of Friday, because I think I've told you that every day I say to my kids, are you guys ready for a good Monday? Or are you ready for a good Thursday, or whatever the day is? And then I started to say, it's Friday. Are you ready for Friday? And my little one would say, Mom, it's Friday. And I said, that's what I said, Friday. And she would go, no, it's Friday, not Friday. And I say, didn't I say Friday? And she goes, yeah, she just gets really confused. Yes, you said Friday, but you should be saying Friday. So then turned it into Flash Friday. So I hope that's really excellent to hear, Sherry, that you were excited about it. And it's going to be a mixture. It's not always going to be quilting stuff. Sometimes it'll be cross stitch. Sometimes it'll be notions. It'll be whatever. This last Friday, it was a fat quarter bundle of prairie. So I'm glad you took advantage of it. Thank you so much for supporting that, because if people don't take advantage of it, then I'll be like, well, why are we doing this? And then, we end up not doing it anymore. So I'm really, really happy that you are excited about it. And I hope other people are too. And we're going to keep it going for a while to see if there's more interest can be garnered. So every Friday, check out happylittlestitchshop.com. It'll be on our homepage every Friday, or you can check on Instagram, or you can check our blog. I will share it in all the places, and you will see what the deal is each Friday. Tracy, good morning. So happy to see you. Thank you, Sharon. Carrie, your room looks great. Angela, I love your yellow walls. It's so bright and refreshing. Thank you. Yeah, it looks pretty good, I think. It brightens it up down here in the basement. Hello, Kelly. Hope your week is going well too. Hello, Marcia. Working on some machine applique. I love it. Vicky says, I love your room and your sunshiny, happy yellow walls. Thank you. We took a vote on if I should keep it this way or not. And a lot of you, some of you voted to go back to the aqua, but I was a little surprised that a lot of you voted to keep the yellow. And I thought, well, I'm keeping the yellow for right now, for sure, because I don't have time to paint. And who knows, it might stay forever. We shall see. Really see, everybody's loving the yellow walls. Elaine says, love the yellow walls. Gayleen snowed in. Pamela, thank you. Do you have a kit for it? I don't have a kit for it anymore. I used to. I don't have a kit for it anymore. I know that it called for a 10-inch stacker, which I might still have some in. And then I think everything else came from just that background yardage, which I think I still have some of that white snowflake too. So there wasn't a lot called for that kit. Debbie, hello from Missouri. I got my Happy Meal Saturday. Thank you. You are welcome, my friend. Lori, hello. Lori Holt says, hello, everyone. Hello, Angela. Your happy place looks wonderful. I am so happy. Like, it was a situation where last night I came down here again before I went to bed, and I just turned on the lights and kind of was like, sometimes I think you just have to take it in and kind of, do I like this here? Do I like this there? Like, I'm not sure everything is perfect yet, but it sure is a lot happier than it was before, when there were just boxes and I couldn't even walk in here. Like, every time I came in here for a live stream before, I was like scooching around stuff, and I got a bunch of boxes unpacked and stuff put away yesterday. So it was very, very nice. So thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. Judy says your room looks good, and I'm glad it's coming along for you. No more sangry. No more sangry. No, I think my husband is happy that I'm not sangry anymore. Your last 4 yards are drying. Oh, that's exciting news, Sue. Oh, thank goodness. Thank you so, so much. They will go out tomorrow morning. Oh, thank you so, so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Susan, hello. I hope you understand. I hope that you understand that I have a great supply of floss and wine. Oh, yes. Don't worry about it. People join and leave those floss leagues. So, I get it. If you have enough in your stash, then you leave it for a while, and hopefully you'll come back when you need more. That's what I hope. Right now we are kind of low, so I'm hoping more people sign up for the floss league, because I think a lot of people are feeling they have enough in their stash right now. So I need to market it. And if you know of any friends who are looking to add to their floss stash, please send them my way. Oh, good, Tammy S. Glad it's fixed. Be prepared for, yes, that is today. but I think I covered all the info you need to know. So the Be Prepared for Calico Garden is out there, people. It is out there. And if you do a Google search for Calico Garden, Be in My Bonnet, Be Prepared, it should pop up for you. So be sure to check that out because, ooh, it's going to be happy reading. Happy reading. Jill says, I'm late, but happy to be here. Hello, Jill. Darlene, hello, and happy Monday, everyone. Just jumping on for a few minutes. I started Blooming Tiny Town over the weekend using DMC 16 count and loving it. So that was a request for a So Long series, was all of those tiny towns. So I'm planning to add that to the shop at some point. Sandy just got my happy mail too on Saturday and had to use 2 hands to take the fabric package out of the box. A lot more fabric than I thought in the calico kit. Yeah, it's no joke. It's a big kit. There's a lot of fabric in there, but like a lot of fabric, a lot of shapes means equals a lot of play, a lot of happy playtime this winter. So I am pretty excited about that. April, I know this is Flosstube, but so excited to download the Calico So Long guide. Yes. Scouring it over it now. Yes. I'm always happy to download that too and print it off. I always print it off and put it in my binder and get all my sheet protectors. I love it. I love it. I haven't had a chance to do it yet today, but I'm going to do it when I'm done here. It's like a happy time to print off those So Long guides and go through and read those blogs because Lori includes so much information in there. And the pictures are all like, oh, just happy. It's just happy. It's just like, so she posted her finish, her Prairie Meadow finish post on Friday. I think it was Friday. And beautiful. Like those pictures, gorgeous. And so I still have it up on my computer upstairs because I just every once in a while will go back and look at the pictures and be like, oh, I want to get that quilt done. It's motivation to keep going with it. Kara, I have to live with change and then make adjustments. It looks beautiful. Thank you, Kara. Lots of fun play. I can't wait, you guys. And I'm hoping that we'll be set up enough because we kind of got away from Prairie Meadow live blocks. And some of the times when we did the chicken salad blocks live, when we would make them live together, it was hysterical. Like, especially when we did it in the evening. And there were times when Lori joined us and she was a hoot in the evening. And it was just like people sewing some blocks together and having live sewing time together as a community and just having fun and kind of joking around and chatting about books and chatting about this and that. And so I miss that. I miss that about Prairie. And I'm hoping to be able to do some more of that. Like if we can get everything set up here properly, which is still being worked on, and we're getting closer. There's actually been communication between my husband and the people who, you know, like on the weekends he calls and he tries to get help from the people who made the system that we're trying to use. So progress is being made. So we'll hopefully get there. But I'd hope to do some Calico lives if people are interested. So let me know if that's something you might be interested in or not. Tracy, I printed out my Be Prepared, and boy, oh boy, there are a lot of preparing to do. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Susan, have blocks 19 and 20 for the remix and posted. I looked on Lori's blog the other day, but didn't see them. They're not yet, but they're coming this month. So Cass needs a little bit of time to get back on her feet after having a baby. And so Lori has shared that she's going to do it this month. So keep an eye out at the end of this month. And then those will be the last 2 for that. So once she posts it, then I will need time to get fabric ordered and get stuff cut up. And then we will invoice for those kits and get those kits out the door. And then we'll have our remix mini series quilt ready to go. So keep your eyes peeled for this month, Susan. Darlene, I have a cute story. My nephew, who is 20, got word from his mom to look at Happy Stitch Up and anything Lori Hull Auntie will love for Christmas. He bought 6 skeins of chunky thread. He did. Darlene, that is so sweet. That is so sweet. I saw some familiar names here and there, either getting gift cards or purchasing something and sending stuff out. And I was like, oh, I hope these are gifts for somebody. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. That's such a sweet nephew you have. Live sewing is so much fun. I vote for more of them. Okay, that's good to hear. Thank you, Sally. I'm interested in Calico Lives. I'm so excited to get started, says Victoria. Okay, yay, I love hearing that. Okay, so we're all caught up. So we had a good weekend, a productive weekend. So that was good. More settling in. Lots of basketball on Saturday. Holy cow. We had 3 tournaments to get to for 3 different children. And my oldest daughter was supposed to have soccer, but something happened with that it didn't end up happening, which I wasn't too sad about. But she was kind of bummed about. And so Saturday was a busy, busy day. And then Sunday, church and lunch, and then, getting stuff situated more around here step by step. So it was a good weekend. It was a good weekend, busy weekend, but it was good. It was good, good, good. And my little one, my gosh, she is like attached to Henry only since moving here. So they must kind of be helping each other out through the transition, maybe. I don't know. But before we moved, she paid attention to Henry and was all about Henry a little bit. But now they like glue. Like she's learned now that she can kind of pick him up. And so she picks him up and kind of carries him. And poor Henry looks really uncomfortable. And I'm like, don't pick him up because he doesn't look comfortable. And she's like, but I love Henry. And then Henry follows me around all the time. And so just this morning, she said to me, Mom, I think Henry really loves you. And I said, well, I think Henry really loves you too. She said, yeah, but he follows you everywhere and he doesn't follow me unless I have his toy. And I said, well, I still think Henry loves you. And she said, but I think he loves you because he follows you all the time and you don't even have his toy with you. I was like, yeah, I think Henry loves everybody who will either have a toy or might give him a treat or food or take him outside. If you do those things for him, then you're golden with Henry. Martha, hello. Just started watching. It's great to join you all. So glad you are here. Parts in the oven has been broken. Oh, no. Oh, that's exciting. Well, get your oven back, Kelly. Pat, hello from Twin Lake, Michigan. Sorry, I'm late. The sun is shining here today. Isn't that happy? It's shining here today, too. Oh, it's good she can find comfort with Henry. Yeah, they're like attached to each other, like glue. Okay, so I have pulled the stitch along stuff that we are progressing into in January, and invoices were all emailed over the weekend. So all of those have been out the door. And now this week we're going to be working on getting those shipped out to you. So a chunk went out today, more will go out tomorrow, more will go out the next day. So we'll keep plugging away at that until we get everything shipped. But all of the invoices have been sent. So yay for that. Pretty excited about that. So I'm going to share stitch along stuff that we're moving into in January. I have a couple new fun things to share with you that just arrived at the shop last week. And then I have a slew of cross stitch patterns. A lot of these are going onto my planning list of what I would like to work on. Some of them are restocks and some of them are new, like a bunch of new stuff in the shop. Some that were requested by you guys, some that were recommended by you for me to stitch, which I appreciate, and some that I came across and thought were really cute and that I just needed to have them in the shop and either stitch myself at some point or enjoy watching you guys stitch them. So I'm hoping that you guys will see some stuff that you like and maybe want to throw into your 2023 stitching schedule. Hello, Deborah. Love the quote behind you. Thank you. Snowed In by Heather Peterson. Hello, Barbara. Do you have Perfect Snowman from Heart and Hand? I do not yet, but it was requested. I've had requests for it already. And I checked with my supplier. They don't have it yet, but it's coming soon. And so as soon as they get it, then I will be able to get it from them. And I might even just reach out to Cecilia, because she oftentimes ships stuff directly to me. So I might just reach out to her and try to get them right away. So I'll email her once I get done here. Martha, Angela, your room is coming together. It looks great. I see things on the wall. Great job. A little progress. It looks great. Yes, we made like a chunk of progress yesterday. Like my sewing here. Are you ready? I'm going to move you. Please just, I will do it slowly. But over there is my sewing table. We had to kind of rearrange from where we were last week when I last saw you, because that sewing table is kind of deep and it wasn't going to fit. This table that I'm at like this, it was like this before, and then that table wasn't going to fit. And I was going to have to get a thinner desk. And I didn't want to do that, really. I didn't want to spend the money or have to go find something that was going to work. And so we just did a rearrange, pushed everything up against this wall back here and my cutting table. And then the sewing desk is over there. The only thing I need to figure out more is my ironing station, because I still have not made one of Lori's ironing boards, and I really want to do that. I don't really love my little ironing station, so I really want to make a board and follow her YouTube video and do that. But I just need to figure that part out. Hello, Barbara says, hey. Monkey Mary, hello. Beautiful quote behind you. Thank you so much. Now you can sew again. Yes, I can. It's on my calendar for this week. I'm very excited. Okay, so here are the stitch longs we're moving on to in January. And please remember, think of what other stitch longs you would like added to the Happy Little Stitch Shop calendar for 2023, because I am making a list. I had asked this before, like last year, and we added some of those in 2022. And now I'm getting ready to add more in 2023. And I would like to know if there are other ones that people want to do, if it's more of the same of what we have on the list from last year that we haven't gotten to yet, because I still have like the monthly Quakers, that is still on the list. The Sunday Stitches, which is still on the list, but I spoke to that designer. Those are out of print, but she's bringing them back for Needlework Market in March, and she's putting all of those Sunday Stitches in a book. And so I'm planning to get that as soon as it's released. And then we can do that as like since it's all in a book, it will likely be like a one-time shipment stitch along. So there are lots of fabulous stitches out there. And I just want to take a poll and see what you guys are in the mood to stitch in 2023, so we can get cracking and set up some stitch longs and get everything organized for you. Big City, please. I used table top ironing board, took the feet off and covered with Lord's Son. Ooh, that's a good idea. Big City Christmas. Who did that? Is that by Little House? I feel like it's by Little House, Deborah. Okay, so here's what we're moving on to in January. The last one for Nutcracker Village. This is Drosselmeyer's Toy Store. Nutcracker Village by Country Cottage Needleworks. This is the last one for this series. And then no more invoices, no more shipments for Nutcracker Village. We have Christmas House from the Houses on Peppermint Lane series. This is Christmas House by Pansy Patch Stitchery. And this is the last one in this series as well. So Houses on Peppermint Lane is complete. And next month, we start up Houses on Pumpkin Lane by Pansy Patch Stitchery. So we're finishing this one just in time to start up the next one. But this one is all done. This is the last month for that. Does she? Monkey Mary says Lori has a new logo for 2023. Huh. Hey, Stitching with Grammy. Yes, my little house. Okay. Big City. Okay, then we are also moving on in A Year in the Woods by Cottage Garden Samplings. This one is the beaver. And after this month, so this one's for January, we have one to ship in February, which is called the reindeer. And after that, this one is done. So this month and next month, and then A Year in the Woods stitch along is complete. So this one is coming this month. Oh, it could be. I haven't seen it yet. Okay, and then we are moving on in Little Sheep Virtues. We're moving on to pattern number 4, which is called Courage. So this is coming to you this month. We're moving on in the Mousecapades series. This is number 3, and it's called Snow Mouse. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Look at that little mouse. So this one is shipping to you this month by Luminous Fiber Arts. We're also moving on in the Garden Club series by Blackbird Designs. This one is called Honeybee, and it's number 3 in the Garden Club series. Honeybee. So cute. And then we are ramping it up a little bit with our stitch card stitch along, thanks to requests from you guys wanting to get caught up to where Lori is with her releases. So this month we are shipping you 2 charts and 2 floss kits for set G and set H. And this will help us get caught up and just have you guys receiving the new releases instead of. So we're going to work to get caught up. So G and H are coming in January for Lori's stitch card sets. So cute. And then we have 2 new stitch alongs that we are jumping into. One of them is the Prairie Schooler Club. So this isn't necessarily a stitch along. It's kind of in relation to a stitch along, but it's more of just trying to collect the Prairie Schooler Santas. So this is the Prairie Schooler Santa Club first shipment. And then most shipments, you'll end up getting 2 charts. This month, you're just getting 1, but in the future, you'll end up getting 2 each month. So here's the first one that's coming. It's Prairie Schooler Santa 2022. And the next new series that we're jumping into is called the Snowman Collector Series by Cottage Garden Samplings. And the first one is called The Needleworker. And it is so cute. So, so cute. So this one is coming to you along with the floss kit for the Needleworker chart, and then cloth. Although some of you ordered just patterns only, so then you'll get the pattern. But if you ordered the whole kit, then you'll get the floss kit and the cloth with it that you chose and the count that you chose, 16, 32, or 36. So the Needleworker Snowman Collector Series, we're kicking off this month. We have Houses on Pumpkin Lane that we're kicking off in February, and the Little Sampler Series that we are also kicking off in February. So those will be coming next month, but that's what's coming this month. And then let me show you these new notions that I just got in the shop. Okay, first up, we have the Unstitcher. Dun, dun, dun. The Unstitcher by Lori Holt. This is a little notion to help when you have a cross stitch stitching error, and you can use the Unstitcher to pull out your stitches if you need to. It's got a comfortable handle. So here I took, this one's mine. So it comes like this, and it's got a protective cover on the top so you don't poke yourself. So you take this off, and then it's got a nice handle to be able to pick out your stitches. You're not dealing with a teeny tiny, needle that you're holding onto. Instead, you have something that has some substance to hold on to, and then you can work a little quicker to pull out your stitches. So that is the unstitcher. Oh, yes, Sandy, that's a great question. Chicken Club also starts in February. Thank you for reminding me. So we will have 3 new ones starting in February. I thought that Chicken Club was going to start in January, but the charts arrive to It's So Emma in January. So I'm not going to get them in time to ship them to you now. So they're going to be shipped out, invoiced at the end of this month. Hopefully, like as long as I get them, as long as they do arrive in January, which I think they're supposed to from everything I've heard. Then you will get invoiced at the end of this month for the first Chicken Club. So Cornelius, you'll get invoiced for Cornelius at the end of this month. And then we'll start stitching that in February. So thank you for asking. Did I completely lost it? No, you have not lost it. So February, Chicken Club is kicking off in February. So there's the unstitcher. And speaking of Chicken Club, we also have Cornelius in the shop. Look at that cute little fella. Look at Cornelius. Oh my goodness. Cornelius brings lots of happy memories of making that cute quilt with you guys. Putting on all those beaks and all those feet, all those chicken feet. But look at that. He's so cute. So Cornelius is in the shop. He is ready to ship. So those are a couple new fun things that we got in the shop last week. Mary Jo, the unstitcher, great idea. I fling more needles. Yes, I fling more needles across the room, never to be found again. Hopefully this will be easier to find when I send it sailing. Yes. And I mean, it's red, so you should be able to find that, but it's got a more comfortable handle. You know, you can grip it like this. You can grip, I mean, I would grip it like this, but it's available, you know, whatever's comfortable for you. And then if it goes flying, yes, you should be able to track it down and not have a needle just waiting there to poke you in the foot someday. Okay, now let's get into all of these cross stitch patterns. Oh my goodness. Let's talk about stitching in 2023 because there's so many pretty things to stitch. There's so many. Okay. I'm going to save that one for later. Bend my needles when I frog. Now, how heavy duty is that tool? Let me look. Barbara Johns. Yes, it's got a big handle. It is, I mean, look, I mean, I can press on it and it's not bending. It's not like breaking. It's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. You know, look how hard I'm pressing on it. My thumb is turning white and it's not moving. So I think it's decent. I think it's pretty substantial. Okay, first up, this is a restock. So it's back in stock. Autumn at Hawk Run Hollow by Carriage House Samplings. This one is staying in my stash to stitch because we are going to this year at some point kick off a happy little Hawk Run Hollow stitch along, which means you can pick whatever Hawk Run Hollow pattern you want, pick your own cloth, get whatever floss you're going to use or use from your stash, and gather all of your own supplies. So it's not going to be something where I do something in the shop to set up a stitch along reservation and all of that. This is just going to be something where we stitch together through our Happy Little Stitchers Facebook group, and we encourage each other, and I will try to stitch and share on here, and I'll share my pictures to Happy Little Stitchers, and hopefully you will too. And we can kind of develop this community stitching and trying to encourage and motivate each other through our Happy Little Stitchers Facebook group. Because this one's going to take some time. And so it's going to need a lot of encouragement. Like people are going to need encouragement and motivation. And so if we can get enough people together working on whatever Hawk Run Hollow pattern you want, there are lots out there. And then we will use the hashtag like HRH, something, I don't know, we'll come up with a hashtag and we can share through Instagram that way. And we can also share through our Facebook page. And this one is on my list and Christmas is on my list. Both of them are. So this is going to happen at some point. So this is back in stock if you want to grab it. This one is staying in my stash. Also back in the stock, Jingle All the Way, because this is one that people had recommended to me to stitch in 2023. This is by Little House Needleworks, Jingle All the Way. I think it's super cute. It's a fabulous little Christmas stitch, and all of you know that I don't have a lot of Christmas stitches going on right now. And so this one is also staying in my stash for some stitching, possibly in 2023. Okay, next up, and this one I am drawn more and more towards keeping it in my stash. So this one is likely going to stay in my stash. It's very pretty. This one is brand new in the shop. So we've not carried this one before. It's brand new in the shop. It's by Kathy Barrick, and it's called And Heaven and Nature Sing. I think it is gorgeous. So this one has now made it onto my stitch list. I keep writing them down, which is a great idea because last year I would see a bunch that I thought, oh, that one's really cute. I really want to stitch that. And then at the beginning of this year, I was all excited to kind of come up with a plan for stitching in 2023. But for the life of me, I could not remember all of the charts that I thought were so cute that I really wanted to stitch. So now every time I come across one and I think, yep, I think I want to stitch that one, I'm making a list. I can always remove stuff from that list if I change my mind or if I decide, you know, after more thought, I don't know that I want to stitch that one anymore. I can always take stuff off of it. But I don't want to be like, oh, I missed out on this chart because I totally forgot about it. So now I have a stitch list. So every time I come across something or you guys recommend something to me or you say, Angela, I'd really like to see you stitch this, which some of you have done, and I appreciate that, then I add it to my stitch list. And then from that stitch list, I'm going to decide, okay, what do I want to kit up and work on this year? And what am I going to save for later? You know, so this one has gone on my stitch list. It's called And Heaven and Nature Sing by Kathy Barrick. And it's brand new in the shop. Tammy asks, yes, and Heaven and Nature Sing. Excited. Are you going to stitch it too, Tammy? Love that one, says Nancy. Maybe that's where I saw it. It was either you, Lori, or Christy. I can't remember which one, but it was probably you. I probably saw it on yours, and then it made it into my subconscious and lived there for a while. But yes, now we have it in the shop. It's beautiful. I love it. And Lori stitched it. It makes too much sense, Angela. Well, sometimes I make sense. Sometimes I don't. Kim. Hi, Angela. Hello, Kim. Just stopping by in between classes. The autumn pattern you could stitch with Dee. She's doing Halloween. Yeah. Dee is doing Hawk Run Halloween. Didn't she want to stitch that one? Maybe you both could stitch a little on the same piece. That's true. Except that girl is so busy. Oh my gosh. She does not have time to stitch. But she still has that stitch and like it made the move. It's still part of her life. So maybe we could stitch on it a little bit at a time. Kim, Autumn at Hawk Run Hollow. Sharon. I've shown it on my Flosstube a few times. Yes, it's beautiful. I love it. I love it. That deer is so elegant looking, graceful looking. Hello, Amy's Quilty Adventures. Thank you. This is not new. I've had the top finished for a little bit. Tina, we did this as a so long, maybe in 2021, maybe. Tina, I stitched at 1 year ago, and it was a fun stitch, especially working with MPI silks. I have it hanging all year long, although it has a Christmassy vibe. Yes. It's beautiful. So that's in the shop. Also brand new to the shop. I know. Kim says, oh, I thought she was doing autumn. Well, now you'll have 3 Hawthorne Hollows in your home eventually. I'm jealous. I'm joining you all with the villages. You are. That'll be good. Yeah, they're mammoth stitches, but we'll keep plugging away at it and we'll get it done at some point. So brand new in the shop, Stitch Card Set O by Lori Holt. Me and My Bonnet Stitch Card Set O. Look at those cute little sheep and that house with the key. I love it. The hometown. A little bit of hometown in this set O. So set O is brand new in the shop, ready to ship. This one is a restock, and it's called, because it was a request. Somebody requested it. I can't remember who, but somebody did. It's called Reindeer Games by Country Cottage Needleworks. Barbara, those are called for NPI silks, but most convert to DMC. So I'm thinking about it because I've never worked with NPI silks before, but so many of these charts call for it. There's a DMC conversion as well, which is probably what I would typically end up doing, but I'll look into that. I'll try to see where I can get some NPI silks from. I will look into it. It's a good idea. Good idea, because the other thing I'm always looking for at the beginning of each year, for those of you who followed me for a while, you know, at the beginning of each year I say, what do you want to see in the new year from Happy Little Stitch Shop? What can we provide for you guys that you're looking for, that you want us to provide for you, or, you know, things to improve upon? Like, I'm always looking for friendly, constructive feedback. So that is a fabulous suggestion. Thank you. Well, thank you, Deborah. I enjoy having you watch my floss tubes. I'm kidding. Thank you. I'm so glad that you are here. Thank you for jumping out and giving us a try and coming back each week. I appreciate that. Most Kathy Barrick and Liz Matthews patterns are charted in NPI. They really like them. Yes. How about some charts from JBW Designs? That's another good idea. Put that in the comments after the video so then I can, that's what I'll go to and make a list from there. So then I can check out all of these suggestions that you guys have. So I'll go and I'll check out the comments and then I'll just sit and write everything down and then start researching how to get some of the stuff you're looking for. This one is brand new in the shop. It is called December Snow, and it's by Praiseworthy Stitches. And you guys know that I'm a little bit of a sucker for Christmas villages, and this is just the cutest winter village. When is Lori's next cross stitch along coming out, says Deborah. So Chicken Club is what's next, and the patterns are due to arrive at Happy Little Stitch Shop sometime in January. And we have a stitch along set up that you can reserve a spot for and get your charts and your cloth and your floss. And maybe there's an option just to get patterns only. I can't remember how I set that one up. And our stitch along for Chicken Club is starting in February. And we're stitching this little guy first. His name is Cornelius. And so we will stitch him first. It's a 12-part series. So each month for 12 months, we will stitch a new chicken. And you guys know, if you sewed chicken salad with me, you know, and with Lori, of course, you know that my little one took that quilt and ran with it. And so these little chickens, I'm going to cross stitch up and they're going to be hung up in her room. So this one is December Snow by Praiseworthy Stitches. Cute little Christmas village. This one is brand new in the shop. Okay. These were also highly recommended from you guys. Kilo Village. Barbara says, praiseworthy stitches have so many of those cute village scenes. Hamliness, one of the designers, is so lovely. Oh, nice. What is the finished size of Cornelius? Oh, let me see. Ooh, that's a pretty block. That's pretty block. Lori Holt just popped up on my Instagram, which I accidentally opened. Chicken Club. Let me see what the size will be. Hold on. I'll get you an answer. It's just going to take a hot minute. I'll look in my system. Okay, it looks like stitch count for Cornelius is 60 by 83 with the tag. So there's a name tag that you can stitch with it or not. If you stitch it with the name, it's 60 by 83. If you stitch it without the name, which is likely how I'm going to stitch it, it's 60 by 62. And depending on what cloth you're going to stitch on, Monkey Mary, so if you're stitching on 25 count Lugana, it'll finish at about 5 by 5. So roughly that. If you stitch on 14 count, it'll finish at like almost 4.5 by 4.5. If you stitch higher, it'll be smaller. So I hope that helps. So those are the stitch counts depending on what cloth you're going to use, you can adjust that. Elaine, I hope your year so far is not a sign. We have been sick in our house with cold flu. It hangs on and on. The cough is miserable. Oh, so I'm already behind. Don't feel like you're behind. Don't start out the year feeling that way. So one of the things that I've been talking to my husband about is positivity in 2023. Like, it's so easy with everything that everybody has going on because everybody's lives are busy to feel like, oh, I'm behind on this and behind on this. And I don't want to go through 2023 feeling behind or feeling down on myself because I'm not meeting the expectations that I have for myself or whatever. I just want to have positivity and good vibes throughout the year and just kind of roll with the punches, like I have a plan. I'm going to do my best to adhere to that plan. Sometimes life is going to get in the way. That's just how it goes. So don't worry about feeling behind. Just kick that right out the door. But yeah. And on the other hand, besides the feeling behind thing, feel better soon. That's what you should be worried about. Just getting back on your feet. We had some sickness over Christmas and not me. I didn't get sick, but I do have a tickle in my throat right now. And so I've heard that some of that stuff can hang on. Yeah, it can hang on for a while. My middle daughter, she's kind of still dealing with it. She came back from playing basketball on Saturday. She came up to me and I go, what is going on with you? She looked horrible. She did not look like she felt well. And I said, are you okay? And she goes, I don't feel so good. She proceeded to go to the bathroom and get sick, to lay down, took a nap. She felt much better when she got up, but she did not look so good afterwards. So some of that stuff is hanging on. So just, get yourself better. Get yourself better. Positivity is the word. It is the word. Positivity and peace in 2023. I love it. Okay, so you guys requested these. And I'm going to try to find the other one so I can show them all to you at the same time, which might not happen. And so I got all of them in the shop, and I finally have them here to share with you today. Here they are. So this was a request from you guys. First up, these are all of the petites by Little House Needleworks. So these are brand new in the shop. First up, we have Winter Petites by Little House Needleworks. Look at those cute little pictures that you can stitch up lickety split. Winter Petites, and we have Autumn Petites. We have Thanksgiving Petites. And we have Snowy Petites. So look at those cute charts. So all of these petites by Little House Needleworks are in the shop. Ready to ship. Okay, this one I grabbed. It's brand new in the shop, and I thought it was super cute just for like a simple, very simple kind of understated cross stitch. It's called Christmas in the Pines, and it's by Stony Creek Collection. And of course, it has my favorite Christmas saying on it. Favorite. Christmas in the Pines by Stony Creek Collection, and it says, have yourself a merry little Christmas. But just a cute, like imagine just a simple, understated stitch to kind of set out for the Christmas season. I thought this one was super cute. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. And those cute trees, just the cardinal on top. And that cardinal is actually a button. Or you can stitch it either way, but it's very, very cute. So Christmas in the Pines. Very cute. It's a button, but you can stitch it too, I think. Yeah. Yeah, you can stitch it or get the button to put on. In the picture, it's the button. So that's very cute. This one is, I can't remember if this is a restock or it's new, but it's super cute. It's Greetings from the North Pole by Country Cottage Needleworks. Greetings from the North Pole by Country Cottage Needleworks. This one is very, very cute as well. So cute. This is another one that I grabbed because I think it's lovely. And I am keeping this in my stash as a possibility to stitch in the future. It's called Oh Christmas Tree, and it's by All Through the Night. Bonnie from All Through the Night, she designed Henry, Harry, and Jack, the snowman that I used to have behind me that I don't anymore because he got moved when we were moving stuff around and I don't know where he went. But her designs are very cute. And so this one's called Oh Christmas Tree by All Through the Night. Look how darling that is. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. All one color. So, so pretty. This one's staying in my stash. Oh no, Deborah's like, I'm ready for spring stitching and I'm showing all of these winter and Christmas stitches. Sorry, Brenda, or sorry, Deborah. Remind me of all of these Christmas stitches in July. Oh no, I'm still in the mood to stitch Christmas. Like I stitch everything all year round. I like to keep it in my rotation so then I can get some stuff done in time for Christmas. So this next one is called Father Christmas, and it's by the Prairie Schooler. I thought those were lovely as well as the Prairie Schooler Santas. The Father Christmases are very pretty. So Father Christmas by the Prairie Schooler. Do you guys not stitch winter? Like, do people not do winter stitching? We got COVID for Christmas, so that's why I'm ready for one. I don't blame you. I don't blame you for that. And this one was requested by you guys. It's brand new in the shop. It's called A Merry Mini Christmas by the Prairie Schooler. So these are the mini Santas. A Merry Mini Surprise. Did I say Christmas? I meant to say surprise. A Merry Mini Surprise. So those are darling as well. Here's another Hawk Run Hollow. This one is the Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow. I think maybe I shared this one last week, but it all got thrown into the same basket with all the new arrivals. Sandy stitches everything all year. Susan, yes, love winter stitching. So do I. I think I shared this one last week too. Home for the Holidays by Blackbird Designs, which has Christmas Garden in it, which some of you guys have been looking for. This is Christmas Garden. So that is in the shop. I'm staying in my stash. Oh yes, I shared with you last week. Santa Revisited number 7 is now in the shop. This one is on my stitch list. Quaker Dwelling by Kathy Barrick. This one is a fall stitch that's also on my stitch list called Token of Fall by Hello from Miss Matthews. So those are in the shop as well. And then I restocked, these are both restocks, Harry by All Through the Night and Henry by All Through the Night. They are cousins of Jack. So Jack is the third one in this snowman series. So I've already stitched Jack. We have that in the shop already. These had sold out and I was asked to get more. And so they are restocked and being added to my pile so that I can complete the series. So Henry, plus I have to stitch Henry, right? Henry and Jack. No, Henry and Harry to go with Jack. Those are in the shop ready to ship. Yes, love winter stitching. I stitch winter and Christmas all year, says Sherry. I got so many quilts I want to do. I plan on stitching my cross stitches starting in July. Oh, well, there you go. I have not done many cross stitching. I have a question. When you're stitching a collage with many colors, do you cut your thread or leave the individual colors hang there until you use that color again? I cut my thread. I don't leave it hanging. Some people do though. I think it's just what you prefer, but I always cut mine and then just start again when I get to that color again. I stitch all season all year too, but focus on season stitches. That's true. I would say I do that a little bit too. Yeah. Focus on stitching in the season, whatever the season is. Yeah. Mixed in with some like all year stuff. I'm stitching winter. Mary Jo, I did that Christmas tree a couple years ago. I haven't fully finished it yet. I'm tempted to pick out a bird and restitch it in red. Oh, that could be kind of cute. Yeah, I'm a cutter too, I guess. Okay, I already shared that one. That one's in my stash to start. Okay, now I have some new stuff. Well, first, here are some restocks. I restocked Cinnamon Stars by Plum Street Samplers. This was a request from you guys to get that restocked, so it's back in stock. Also, a request from the notification. When you click those notify me buttons, I do pay attention to those, and so I order stuff based off of your requests. So this is from Hometown Holidays by Little House Needleworks, and this one is the Firehouse. Was requested to get back in stock, so that's back in stock. The Nativity by Country Cottage Needleworks is back in stock. This was another request, Monthly Trios by Waxing Moon Designs for January, February, and March. That is back in stock. Also back in stock, Autumn Rules by Primrose Cottage Stitches. That is back in stock. And then here are some spring things for you guys. This one was a request to restock, so it is back in stock now. It's by Jeanette Douglas Designs, and it's called Chubby Bird. Look at that cute little bird. Look at that cute little bird. Chubby Bird is back in stock, ready to ship. Sharon, was it you? Strawberry Fair by October House Fiber Arts. Strawberry Fair is in stock, brand new to the shop, ready to ship. Oh, you found it already. Good. I'm glad you did. So yes, this is ready to ship. Strawberry Fair by October House Fiber Arts. Super cute. This was a discussion a few live streams ago. This is by Plum Street Samplers, brand new in the shop. It's called Live on Little. Live on Little. And the phrase says, how great the blessing and vast the art to live on little with a thankful heart. Live on Little by Plum Street Samplers. Brand new in the shop, ready to ship. Okay, and then this last series. Did you guys know how many Beatle fans are out there? Are there Beatle fans out there? I'm a Beatle fan. Beatles fan. Are there other Beatles fans out there? I'm going to get these in order. What? First, second, third. Okay. Nobody's a Beatles fan? John, Paul, Ringo, George? Nothing? Does nobody like music? I guess I am, but I don't really listen to them so much now. Oh, I still listen to the Beatles. Not regularly. Not with 5 teenagers in the house. But Judy loves the Beatles. Okay, so Chris contacted me and she said, I'm trying to find the Magical Mystery Tour series and I cannot find it for the life of me. And I was like, what? Are you serious? There's a series out there? And then I started making lots of jokes about it. To which she didn't laugh very much. And so she said, yes, there is a Beatles series out there. And it's by Blackbird Designs and it's called the Magical Mystery Tour. So I looked it up and I was like, oh my gosh, how did I not know that this was out there? And my kid, we watched the Beatles documentary together when it came out last Thanksgiving. And so my kids are kind of into like the Beatles and their story and their music. And so we don't listen to it all the time, but we listen to it every once in a while. My kids can recognize a Beatles song and they can recognize if it's John or if it's Paul, maybe George or Ringo, but they can recognize if it's Paul or John singing. So when they saw these, when my middle daughter saw it, she goes, "Oh, because this might be one of her favorite Beatles songs. She's always singing it." Eleanor Rigby. So the first in the Magical Mystery Tour series by Blackbird Designs is called Eleanor Rigby. Debbie says, oh my, yes, was a teenager in the 60s. Monkey Mirror, I try to keep up with today's music. Not easy. It isn't easy. I wouldn't be keeping up with today's music if it wasn't for having kids in the house. Catherine never was a Beatles fan or Elvis. Not so much, huh? Me too, Debbie. Oh my, Angela, you're yeah, we do. So this is Eleanor Rigby. This is number 1 in the Magical Mystery Tour series by Blackbird Designs. I love Beatles music. I even got to see them in concert when they first came to Washington, D.C. way back when. Oh my gosh, that is so crazy. So crazy. Louise, I love hearing that. That is so cool. I had no idea about these stitches. Neither did I, Debbie Rice. And so I'm so thankful that Chris said something to me. This is why I encourage you guys, please reach out and tell me because I didn't know that these existed. And now I'm like, how cool is it that these exist? They're kind of cool. It's like a sampler vibe with a Beatles twist. And so I kind of like it. Monkey Mary, now I can't get that song out of my head. I do like the pattern though. I know. So this one's called Eleanor Rigby. It's actually 2 charts in here. It's Eleanor Rigby and Sweet Baby. So here's the first one, Eleanor Rigby, and then Sweet Baby is this one. So Magical Mystery Series, chart number 1. Most fabulous star. Oh, really, Jill? I didn't know that. So that's number 1. Number 2 in the series, in the Magical Mystery Tour series, is Strawberry Fields Forever. How cool does that look? I mean, look at this brick fence here with this kind of ornate gate with that red house. I love it. Oh, I love stitching houses. And I like bricks too. I don't know why, but look, I like those bricks. Here's another picture of it. So Strawberry Fields Forever is number 2 in the Magical Mystery Tour series. Monkey Mary. Number 3 in the Magical Mystery Tour series is Blackbird. Do you think I can make it through showing you all of these without singing any Beatles songs? It's very hard because right now they are in my head. It's very hard. Blackbird by Blackbird Designs. All right. Number 4 is Octopus's Garden, and my supplier was sold out of it, so I don't have that one, but I'm going to work on getting it. So, Ringo, I'm getting it. The song you wrote, I'm getting it. Don't worry. Next up, number 5 in the Magical Mystery Tour series is Yellow Submarine, Monkey Mary. Debbie says, oh my word, I guess I will be stitching before July 1. All of them. You can sing. Yeah, Yellow Submarine. You called it, Monkey Mary. You knew. There's another picture of that one. Kind of cute. And then, oh my gosh, one time my oldest son, we were listening, this song came on and he started singing it in the back seat. Lori can attest to this because I was messaging her at the time and I was crying. Something hit me about him singing the song that I started crying. So the number 6, which I think is the final in the Magical Mystery Tour series, is Long and Winding Road. Penny Lane would be so good. I wish they would do Penny Lane. Penny Lane, that should happen. Yeah. There are so many that they could do. Yeah, Penny Lane would be really good. Well, this is the last of 6. Okay, this is what it says. Travel with us down this long and winding road on our Magical Mystery Tour. This pattern is the last of 6, celebrating the golden anniversary of the Beatles' first televised performance on the Ed Sullivan Show. This piece fits on the 6-inch band box and continues our sewing box series too. So you can stitch it like this, or you can stitch it flat. But the long and winding road. Yeah, I was like a puddle. My kids have started to just ignore me when I cry. I was not a crier prior to having kids, but something just changes when you're trying to like mold a person into being a good human being. And when you see some of those things actually happen, it's like, oh, the work, the effort is paying off. Like they're listening a little, even when you oftentimes don't feel like they are. So I don't know, something changed when having kids that made me like just a hot mess. Not all the time. Rarely. I would say rarely, but there are times when it just hits you out of nowhere. Does bring some tears. Mine do too, Angela, as you see them grow and mature into wonderful people. Lord, heaven, hope so. That's the goal, but it's hard. It's hard sometimes. There are so many outside forces that are like, blah, so many outside influences that can sometimes not be so good. You feel like you're like you have to have the force around your family to protect them. I watched that Ed Sullivan show. Janet, you did? My mom did too. My mom was a Beatles fan. John was her favorite. Wait until they are raising their own kiddos. It's amazing. Oh, my goodness. Lori said, I doubt there will be more in the series. They did it for the anniversary, and now that Barb is sadly passed. Yes. I thought about that as I was talking about Penny Lane. But yeah, it says that this was the last one. But kind of a cool a cool tribute in cross stitch form. So I kind of love that. And this one, I mean, that's really pretty. You know, they're like still gorgeous charts, but in a tribute kind of way. So they're very, very pretty. So all of these, Eleanor Rigby through the Long and Winding Road are here, and Octopus's Garden will be coming at some point as soon as they can get it back in stock. So 6 total in the series, and we have 5 of the 6 here. So that was some fun information to share with you. I shared something you guys didn't know. Thank you, Chris. Monkey Mary, you had those outside forces. And look at you. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Debbie, I remember sitting in the middle of the living room watching them. My dad was just shaking his head. Oh, no, probably. I turned into a professional crier when my husband passed away. Oh, well, that's understandable. That is understandable. It is hard. Life is hard sometimes. As Sue said to me the other day, she sent me an email and she said, it's okay. We can do hard things. Like we can do it. We can get through it. We can conquer hard things. I saw them in Ed Sullivan. Also, Louise, a little trip down memory lane for everybody. So that's what I have for you guys today. And we will be back next week for our Flosstube on Monday again. And I will see you this Thursday for our quilting live. So our quilting live will be this Thursday, 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, where I'll have lots of stuff to share with you. Don't forget that Lori shared her, here's a little prep for our quilting live on Thursday. Lori shared her Prairie Meadow finish on her blog, so be sure to check that out. And then today, she shared her Be Prepared post for Calico Garden, which is starting at the end of this month. The post was shared today. The Sew Along guide is out there, so you can go out and print that out and get your binder ready and start prepping for Calico Garden. I cannot wait. It's going to be so, so fun. I cannot wait. It could be a Beatles song. I don't know. Thanks for the trip down memory or all of that. You are welcome, Debbie. So fun. I shall see you Thursday. Thanks for the nice little break from housework. Hugs, my friend. Hugs to you, Tracy. You guys have a fabulous rest of your day. I will see you on Thursday this week. And then also keep your eyes peeled for new release parties coming in the near future. So I will keep you posted about that. Have a great, great day. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe. We're almost to 5,000. We only need 80 more or something like that. So subscribe and help us reach that goal. And we'll see you again later this week. Happy stitching, everybody. Take care.